and gentlemen, this is the second bout of the afternoon in the junior flyweight division over 6 rounds. These are the contestants. On my right, in white and red trunks, weighing 48.44 kgs, with a professional record of 7 fights, 2 wins, 1 loss and 4 draws. Ladies and gentlemen, from Tanzania is Xolani Sithole. And on the opposite corner, in the floral trunk, weighing 48.00 kg, with a professional record of 13 fights, 10 wins, 3 losses, and 2 KOs. Also from Tanzania is Dyakopu. These are the officials. Referees Mr. Mbini, judges Messrs. Kruger, Shabalala and House, timekeeper Mr. Chetani, Dr. Pungani is at the ringside, and Mr. Sizani is the principal officer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is brought to you by Masazake Boxing Promotions and CCV Sports Arena. Thank you.
Well, referee Mabini calling the boxers to the center of the ring. And with me at ringside here this afternoon, Leisha Mitchell, the former South African junior middleweight champion.
Ngosi bet sibulisa silapha Orient Theatre umlo ophakathi ko Dyakopu noXolani Sithole ku-junior flyweight. Amakhongo amafutshane omanga ngetafile, amakhongo zaphambili amabini lana ngakumbi uXolani Sithole. Dyakopu uthanda uyijikeleza indoda, kodwa kwinto ongaqiniseka ngayo komabini abetha ngamandla kakhulu.
Well, both boxers have wasted little time in letting their punches go here in round one, and you can see in particular Sithole working to the body, but Jakob got his punches playing quite early, and little to choose between the men at this stage. Sithole, of course, is in the red and white, and Jakob in the floral trunk.
uXolani Sithole unxibe ibhulukwe enemigcebomvu nemhlophe, nguyothanda bamfutshana nakula madoda. Dyakopu ulo unxibe eye ntyatyambo, andiwazi kakuhle umbala kodwa ke buntyatyambo. Awalibazisanga xesha omabini ayagibisela enje ngoba enditshilo ngamakhwenkwe ezizaphambili omabini, and omabini ayikho ekhe ibe semlweni olalisa abantu.
Both boxers willing to go head-to-head here in round one, and Sithole invariably beating Jakob to the punch, as you can see, getting on the inside and going through the guard with punches to head and body.
Usithole uthanda uba asondele kule ndoda ayenze iringi bemfutshane ngenxa mfutshane, yaye ingalo zakhe zize mfutshane, wenza ubuchule ke uba athanda usondela. Waye ubetha ngamandla la mzimba agqibanyuke the-uppercut.
Sithole picking his punches very well indeed and scoring freely with those punches to the head, but that's a surprise.
Walala Usithole uthe xa ephuma njengoba ebebetha amanqindi anzima nje ezantsi, wabethwa nge-left hook nguDyakopu, yambetha wohlala ngempondo. Njengoba nditshilo la makhwenkwe amabini ayikho ekhe ibe semlweni olalisa abantu.
Well, Jakob really let that left hand go, and you saw the effect it put Sithole on the seat of his pants. Now the big question, can Jakob take advantage of this position? Well, he's really letting his punches go now, catching Sithole with good shots to the head, and little coming back from Sithole.
Dyakopu ndikoko betha kakuhle kakhulu efondini, uyaqhathisa, aqinise imihlathi, anyathele phantsi, azigibisele into zakhe ngamandla. Yaye xa zitshilo zitsho kucace, kodwa uXolani Sithole uthi nakanye Dyakopu ndikhona nje ndikhona.
Well, Sithole certainly made a good recovery from that knockdown, because he's caught Jakob with some good shots to the head. Come back very well indeed.
Waphela umjikelo omnandi kakhulu kwemuwa ngenyawo apha.
Well, here's some replay from that first round. You're going to see the knockdown coming up. Jakob was going to the body, then he switched his left to the head and put Sithole down on the seat of his punch. And that was a surprise. More action from a different angle. And you can see the punches going to the body and then to the head. The beautiful left hook that was. And look at the effect it had on Sithole.
That was very good there. And a lot of up-and-coming boxers should learn from that.
Once again, Sithole started well. He's going through the guard of Jakob with his punches, throwing them straight. Very effective indeed.
Amakhwenkwe amabini aqala apha egqibese khona Fondini eza ngamandla uSithole akaphozisanga amaseko zisuka uyaphinda ubheka kuDyakopu uwabeka phantsi awabeka phezulu nanko kwakhona njengemzima lasekunene etho phezulu entafuleni kuDyakopu uDyakopu uyawusebenza naye umzimba ngamandla nangona inguyothe incothi kunale ndoda kodwa ke ijab yakhe nayo ihlalishe.
You might notice Sithole holding his right hand high, protecting his chin against another left hook that might come from Jakob.
abethana enza le nto kuthiwa kuchumpana ziza macala kushisana ngotyafela. Xolani Sithole nangona eziva nje zitshisa zitsho phantsi naphezulu akayeki uza phambili yaye utyise zakhe yena ngokwakhe ngamandla amakhulu.
Sithole trying to keep the pressure on his opponent, but Jakob throwing his punches straighter now and much more effective when he does that, getting that jab through the guard and following up with some good right hand.
This is really what the people come to see in fights back.
Well, it's an all-action fight, Leisha. These two young men are really letting it all go. And it's a credit to boxing. Oh, that was looked like a blatant use of the head.
It was.
And
that's when you were saying what they're doing is a credit to boxing. They discredited it there and there.
Well, they always do that, don't they? But fortunately, referee Mabina picked it up and warned Jakob straight away. And this has been an all-action round two, with both men letting their punches go.
Uliyo Dyakopu uthandwa beka kakuhle impela ngokamanqindi akhe yaye ubonile uba le kaSithole iza phambili yaye iza isize emzimbeni wakhe xa iza inyathela phambili uthi cewu nje akuhle abethe elinyukayo aphakathi lihlala apha ebusweni bukaSithole.
Viva manzi ngemva. Swashiya ngemva mana manzi. Sumbethu right uphakude and because and xa uphumayo wela ngapha nangapha suphuma straight because if uphuma straight iyakulandela yakona so xa uphumayo uphuma emacaleni khona concentrate kwi-tap left hook and overarm right yakona few blows man xa ubethe ngamandla yakona ya suphuma through round number 3.
Well, round 3 of this junior flyweight fight. And really, there's little to choose between the men, despite that knockdown in round one when Sithole went down, but now he's gone down again. What's the problem here, Leisha?
He got caught with a left uppercut. And then as he tried to move back, Dyakopu went after him, and then he decided that he didn't have enough time to protect himself. He just went down, but he just went down. He didn't really go down, so Dyakopu kept on hitting him until he sat down.
Well, that's giving an edge to Jakob. He's taken over control of this fight, and you can see why he's catching Sithole with solid shots to the jaw. Refusing to be backed up as he lets his punches go, Jakob.
That uppercut is really hurting him now, Ken. Dyakopu uthanda ubethi uppercut ngokuvela iningi lasekhohlo. Ubethi ijepha kuba ijike, abethi into enkulu enyukayo yiyo le iye yamusa uSithole. uSithole ubuya nge-left hook yena kwelaqala ngaphaya yeyo ugungqile uDyakopu emveni uba ingena left hook.
Well, Jakob is really scoring well. Sithole trying to come back, trying to regain control of this fight, but he's up against a very determined young man in Jakob. Well, the sheer pressure of the punches from Jakob forcing Sithole back. Good uppercut on the inside with the right hand.
Nansala uppercut kwakhona kaDyakopu yasala bakuSithole nangomhlelo siza nje yena ufuna ukubetha ngo-right hand wakhe phaya abethi left hook yasala lapha phakathi kaDyakopu.
Well, this has been a particularly good round for Jakob. Scoring freely. He's had Sithole on the canvas, and he's forcing him onto the back foot with that left hand, following up with good right uppercuts on the inside. Good left hooks too. Sithole is guilty of bringing his punches from the outside, throwing them wide and giving Jakob the opportunity to beat him to the punch.
Yes, he comes in inside like he should, but when he gets inside, he takes his punches from far away from his body, and then that gives Dyakopu a chance to just push them from inside.
Sithole getting hit with all kinds of shots as he keeps coming forward. There's a bell, ending a very good round three. Was a particularly good round for Jakob. You can see why in the replay. He drove Sithole back towards the ropes and then kept hammering him as he sank towards the canvas. And it was only when Sithole let his gloves touch the floor that the referee intervened. Look at that big right uppercut. Round four, what is proving to be an all-action junior flyweight bout, scheduled for 6. And on my card, I've got Jakob ahead on points at this stage. But Sithole hasn't given up yet. He's just caught Jakob with a very good left to the jaw, and you saw the effect that had.
Akeva mbela uXolani Sithole uza okokoko kangiba sithe kasigqiba kulo mjikelo upheleyo wabe eyibambe ngo-right yagungqa leya kwaDyakopu nangoku nje makuqala nje ugqiba igungqisa ngoku kothi uDyakopu nango ugibisele zakhe naye kwakhona wagungqa uDyakopu wakhona i-left evela kuSithole.
Sithole trying very hard indeed to turn the fight around. This young man's got a big heart, never stops trying.
Kuyingxaki kulwa nomntu onjengoSithole othi umbetha ngola hlobo esiwa avuke phansi kodwa abuye eze kuwe yilaa nto kuthiwa yirhali.
Well, referee Mbini warning Jakob not to use the elbow, and Sithole comes back and catches him with a good left to the jaw anyway. That's making him pay for it. But Sithole still throwing his punches from the outside, Liusa.
He is still, and that is a big mistake that if he could shorten them a little bit, because he is hurting Dyakopu, but if he could shorten those punches with a little bit of balance, he would really hurt him. He caught him there again, but even the damage is very, very minimal.
Well, this has certainly been a good round for Sithole, considering he's been on the canvas twice already.
Njengebesondela nje amanqindi akhe abewaqoshela kancinci asondaba kuyo uwathatha ekude kangoba ngoku nangona nje leya kwaDyakopu eyikhana ubona uba yenzakele akayenzakelelisi ngohlobo ebeyawuyenzakalisa ngayo uba la manqindi ebedudulwa kakuhle.
Oh, and now Jakob comes back with some big punches of his own. That right hand high on the side of Sithole's head, that had an effect. Jakob beginning to finish the round strongly.
Kanti wasengxakini kancinci uSithole phaa. Kodwa ke kudala basengxakini. Aphinda abuye. uDyakopu usengxakini ngoku bethe nje aphakathi enzima ngokuthole xa ezayo. Yirhali uSithole. Xa uSithole ndaba yirhali kuwe nansi.
And still Sithole keeps coming forward. He's a game young man.
Whenever we bump against happen, they don't need to disorganize them.
Round 5 scheduled for 6, and I've still got Leo Jakob ahead on my card. This has been an excellent junior featherweight contest. Lots of action from round 1, and the men still haven't letting their punches go.
uDyakopu ubuyele ekubeni aphinda aqhubule i-left jab yakhe ngoku angene nge-right xa izayeleya kwaSithole. Yaye uqale kakuhle nje umjikelo uqala nje sabona uza kaqhube nakwelaa hlobo yaye ubuqhuba apha kahle uqhuba ngolaa hlobo ngathi ii-results zakhe kube bhetelana.
Sithole using a bit of bob and weave to avoid punches, and it's working for him. Sithole got Jakob trapped in a corner above us. He lets him out, surprisingly. Still swinging it perhaps too widely as Sithole, throwing his punches from the outside. The straighter blows coming from Jakob.
Amabini amakhonqa olala imizini ibuhlungu nje awubethananga aculelene kodwa ke ndingatsho uDyakopu umcengeza phambili ngamanqaku nangona izandla zakhe zizele njengolomlo uXolani Sithole akamniki indawo ephefumla kwaphela.
Lots of punches being thrown, but not all of them landing. Many are missing here in the fifth round.
There is not much work for the referee here, sir.
Very little. He's picked up the couple of infringements that there have been. Picked them up very smartly indeed. And of the two boxers, Jakob looking the better of the two because he's punching straightly.
In fact, he's ahead on points.
Yes,
though the fight per round looks very, very close, but when you count the whole thing and as far as the fight goes, better punches, all that, he is ahead on points.
Oh, unquestionably. And he's really beginning to connect as we come towards the end of round 5. Punishing Sithole with those shots to the head.
Once you attack that board, what that of you? Okay? Let my man on below. If not, that was so cool. So cool. I was there. You don't go outside. And I'm going to go over here. What is your hands, okay?
Well, round 5, another very good round for Jakob. See why in the replay. He's backing up Sithole, but Sithole used bob and weave to good effect. It certainly helped him avoid some of those shots coming from his opponent.
Take it. Come on.
The sixth and final round of this junior flyweight contest. And on my card, I've got Jakob ahead on points.
Umgqibelo wokugqibela yaye sekucacile nje azawugqibezela ngola hlobo ebeqale ngalo ngongathi khangenze nto nangona engabethananga egangathene nje uXolani Sithole kayekanga uza phambili yaye usawaginya amanqindi avela kuleyo Dyakopu njengesisaphambili nje.
Well, Sithole has never stopped trying. He's taking a fair beating in this fight in many rounds, but he keeps coming back and he's doing exactly that here in the sixth. Taking the action to Jakob. Trying his best to try and turn the fight around. But the difference between these two boxers is still very apparent because Jakob throws many of his punches straight. Sithole a little guilty in swinging them from the outside, throwing them wild, and that's been the difference between the two.
Stop. I'm warning you for the second time and the last one. I'm presenting points. Box on.
Urefecela uliyo Dyakopu uba ungoba ngenhloko yaye ukuba uphindile ndiza kuchitha ngokumlo ngenqaba uyanqoba wena. Urefree umbini wenze umsebenzi omhle kakhulu apha kulo mlo ukubonakalisa ukuthi usemgangathweni ukuba ajonge emileni khulu zonke izinto ezenziwe ngala makhwenkwe ukubetha ngengciniba ukubetha ngentloko uzibone zikhawuleze kakhulu zingakhange zibe zingaqondakala kwabanye abantu. Liphawu oluhleke loba ngusompempe osemcimbini wona.
The left eye of Sithole beginning to close. Fortunately, this is the sixth and final round of the fight, so it's not going to be a problem for him.
Dyakopu sicinga uba uphambili ngamanqaku ngoku qala amakhwenkwe abetha ngoku. sibheke ekupheleni komlo yaye ukuphela kwawo uqinisekile kuzawuphambana wonke umuntu apha ngenyawo noma kungawile alilo mabini uliyo Dyakopu uyagqibezela mpela ngoku
Well, on my card, Leisha, I've got Leo Jakob ahead on points, but of course it's really up to the judges around ringside. How did you see that fight?
Uliyo Dyakopu, but now Dyakopu is far ahead on points. But stranger things have happened in boxing. We might say here that he's ahead on points, but the judges may be seeing something else.
Yes, well, you should know that as the former South African junior middleweight champion. Who better to that? And we're looking at some replay from that last round, and Jakob was really scoring with those shots to the head, wasn't he? I mean, solid shots. Well, we're waiting for the official decision. It's going to come from ring announcer Sithole Xolani.
Ladies and gentlemen, just give them a very, very good round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner on points is Leo Dyakopu.
Well, we got that right at ringside as well. Winner on points, Leo Jakob. Very good fight for him indeed. In fact, it was a very good fight from Sithole as well. Here's some replay, which will serve as a reminder to what the action was all about. And you can see why Jakob won this fight. He was beating him with these punches to the head, straight blows. So there we have it. Leo Jakob, winner on points over 6 rounds in this junior flyweight contest.